Oh my goodness, where do I even begin? The Chicago Bears pulled off an unbelievable, mind-blowing comeback against the Washington Commanders. Coming into this match, I thought the Commanders were the hotshots, right? Their defense had been on fire lately, and honestly, we expected them to dominate. But then, the Bears, who have been kinda inconsistent, just exploded into life. It's insane how they tapped into something special at the perfect moment. Jake Moody was just on fire, nailing those kicks to give them an early 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It felt like the Commanders' defense just couldn't keep up with the Bears' newfound offensive rhythm, especially with Moody's pinpoint precision. Trust me, folks, you don't want to miss a second of this analysis, so smash that subscribe button and stay tuned for more insights. Now, shifting gears just a bit. Where do we even start with Jake Moody's performance, right? He's the guy you could count on, even when things seemed like they were on a knife edge. Just imagine, 4 out of 5 field goal attempts nailed under high stakes. That's 12 points, folks. It's safe to say he probably made the Washington defense nervous every single time the Bears' drive came close enough to test his range. Picture this, a whopping 48-yarder, and each kick seemed to sway the game's momentum, either dragging the Bears back into the fight or steaming further ahead. And that 38-yarder in the dying seconds? Absolutely clutch. It was like every time the Bears were cornered, Moody just stepped up to set the record straight. Despite the offensive stumbles throughout the season, Moody's consistent boot has been their saving grace. You see, for a team that struggled to maintain fluid offensive drives, having Moody as their kicker has been a game-changer. It's insane how his mere presence altered Washington's defensive approach. And the thing is, without such reliable kicking prowess, who knows how this might have played out? Now, switching gears here, let's talk about the other side of the coin, Washington's missteps, which played a massive role in this game. Right from the get-go, turnovers became the Commanders' Achilles heel. 3 turnovers, folks. That's just painful to any fan. Can you imagine being so close to converting a drive into points, and then bam! An interception happens like we saw with Jaden Daniels. It was a momentum killer, plain and simple. And then we had those 2 fumbles. Oh my goodness. It's like just when things seemed to be looking up for them, they tripped over their own feet. These moments were supposed to be flashes of opportunity, but they ended up fueling the Bears instead. Plus, they only converted 3 out of 8 third downs, which is just not good enough if you want to keep the offensive engine running. Add on the 40 yards in penalties. It was almost as if the Commanders were fighting 2 battles, the Bears and themselves. The yardage was there, the possession time was respectable, but when you have such a glaring discipline issue, well, you get an outcome like we saw. Alright, so we've talked about the Commanders shooting themselves in the foot, but let's get into how the Bears seized this opportunity with incredible resilience and tactical wit. The real magic happened on the sidelines with coach Matt Eberflus making some brilliant adjustments, right? He re-engineered their offensive game plan, focusing on those quick-release plays. Seriously, it was like they danced around the Commanders' pressure, exploiting every weakness they could find. And let's not forget DeAndre Swift. He was like a human Swiss Army knife out there. Swift's dual threat capabilities kept Washington guessing, not knowing whether he'd rush or catch it next. The Bears amassed those 145 rushing yards like it was just another morning jog, while the defense? They were relentless in pressuring Jaden Daniels, forcing turnovers that completely flipped the script. So, we've got a team firing on all strategic cylinders. It takes guts and a tight-knit unit to pull off a victory against the odds like this. I want to know, are we witnessing a new dawn for the Bears, or am I overhyping it? What's your take on their season trajectory after this stunner? Hit me up in the comments, I'm all ears.